morning, parents, family, friends, fellow students, professors, and IUG staff. For those of you that don't know me, once again, my name is Maxine, and I come from a big background of several nationalities, including French, Mexican, American, Dominican, and German. Funny enough, my friends back home would call my house the UN, and here I am today, graduating with a degree in international relations, with a dream to work in the field of refugee camps and humanitarian aid. I still can't believe I just said those words. Graduating university. I just accepted the fact last week that I graduated high school. Throughout these last 3 years in IUG, I've learned so much about myself, close friends, and the world itself. I used to be a very shy girl in the beginning of my high school and was always quiet and was terrible at public speaking, or really speaking in general. And those of you that know me today would not believe that in any universe I was ever like that. But then I learned about theater and Model United Nations debating and how rewarding it is to really share your feelings, thoughts, opinions without thinking that they are irrelevant or really dumb. Coming into IUG on the first day of orientation, I remember super well like if it just happened. And I did this thing that I saw in some random movie where you let just 3 seconds of fear get in, and then you, without thinking, just introduce yourself and say those first 7 words. So I did that. So for those of you that were in uni that day for the first week, first month, or first year, really, and you heard this repetitive, high-pitched voice saying, "Hi, my name's Maxine, what's yours?" Yeah, that would be me. And sure, with some people, it scared them off, but with most, I made true friendships. And that, I can say, are going to last for a lifetime. I can say surely that all of us graduating this year have made bonds and friendships that are truly different from those made in high school. And since most of us do come from all over the world, we have all struggled together through the horribly disgusting process of documentation and Swiss insurance to look for accommodation as well without donating a kidney. We have struggled with exams, especially in our first year, since it was our first university exams. I do remember papers and index papers being flown everywhere around uni, all across the student lounge, really, and with some students showing up in uni with 3 Red Bulls at 9 a.m., almost having a heart attack, me included, and some students who would show up just 15 minutes before the exam, just asking, "Oh, there's an exam today?" But I think the biggest struggle, although obviously we don't want to talk about it much, was the pandemic. Obviously, we don't want to talk about it much because honestly, we're over it. And I mean, when I speak for the undergrads, I can say that we have experienced uni pre, during, and I guess now would be post-pandemic. It was different, and it did have its fun moments though, but not for those taking classes online at 4 a.m. half awake across the world, or those students who also stayed in Geneva and studied in their rooms. And I do want to give my respects to all of us for making through that, and also to the professors for sharing with us your passions, knowledge, and experience online and in person, truly from the bottom of my heart. And since I've started thinking, I would also like to thank all my fellow classmates for enduring my 20 million questions in class and nonstop talking. But really, I do want to thank you guys for making these last 3 years an unforgettable experience. Even during COVID, with playing the telephone game online, those of you that know, or just general video games online, and through meeting some online and then in person, which is a bit different, I guess. I would also like to thank my family for encouraging me every day to be the best person I can be and do what I felt I was best at. I would like to thank my friends who, with my family, are clearly my best supporters and made me feel welcome in Geneva. And I can say with confidence that every one of you has made Geneva my home. Well, one of many that I have. And that I have a family here too, and not only related by blood. And last but definitely not least, there is one person in particular who I would like to say thank you for making these 3 years of university the best 3 years. through classes, student council, MUN, and to life outside of uni. This person has not only become one of my bestest friends, but my sister. And all of you have probably already guessed it if you've seen us around uni. But I do say this from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Nazirki, for always being there for me and for showing me what it is to have that sister that I never had. Now, to recap, these 3 years would be difficult, obviously, since so much has happened. But if there's something that I would like for you guys to take from this interminably long speech, is that each and every one of you have succeeded in one way or another. And that's only from what I've seen or heard. Like making that website you always wanted to launch, or a business clothing line that you've been planning on in years 4. And it doesn't even have to be anything related to your professional career or your degrees, per se. It can be going after a music production hobby that you've always wanted, had a big passion for, or running those 5 kilometers that you never set yourself up for. I see a great generation graduating here today in front of me, and it's truly magical to see the process of how we all have evolved from first year to today. I know I have. I went from 20 different color pens and highlighters rookie first year girl to year 2022 undergrad valedictorian. And our generation was born with being taught to fix the broken world that is today. And now I can say that with confidence, the world can be in better hands. And the world is ours for the taking. So congratulations, class of 2022, and I can't wait to see what each one of you have in store next. Thank you.